Coach Đerona, first to ask you, how did you spend your New Year's Eve in Belgrade, and how the preparations for the World Cup are coming off?
Okay, last week we start with two big groups, I will say. One big group for the A team and some young players and some others that were in this B team, like we have been working previously Mediterranean Games. Then was a tough week because we make 2 trainings at morning, 2 in the afternoon, 1 with each group. And then these 2 days of break was a possibility for me for the first time to spend some time just walking around Belgrade. On 30th of December, I think I walked with my wife like 18 kilometers, and then 31st like 15 or 16 again. And then, okay, to discover some part of Belgrade that I didn't know. We were based in one hotel in the center, and to enjoy a little bit of course, the party with some friends here, and was really nice with the nice weather that we had here in Belgrade. It was really a good 2 days.
How is Belgrade, sunny Belgrade, looking in the eyes of Catalonians?
Yeah, it's really nice. You can see like this part of New Belgrade in waterfront is developing a lot. There are really nice buildings there, and this I will say this place that you can walk from one side until the other one. It's really nice. Okay, the city center is also nice. Always in Christmas with all the decorations and everything. It was full of people. That's it. Also nice to see. And as I said, okay, we discovered also Saint Saba. It was the first time that I was in this big church. It was really nice. The crypta was amazing. And okay, was at least, as I told you, this was the first time that I had few days or few hours to visit a little bit more than just the Stara Pazova and the Federation and some halls.
And I just need to ask you now, what is the health situation with the national team? Like we know Miloslavljev had some minor problems, Pešmerbe had some minor problems, some players had some minor problems, and like, could you reflect to the 3rd of January 2023 in relation to the 3rd of January 2022?
Okay, I have to say that last week we used the first week just to, I will say, update, and to improve with the small problems that we had with some players. Dejan is going on his recovery. It's much better. We think that, okay, I hope that in 1 week more perhaps he will be able to like make a normal training or something like this. We will see. But this
Not
is
fit for speed.
We will see. We'll see. This medical staff, they told me that in a couple of days they will give me a clear picture about the situation. Until this moment, we'll let the medical staff to make their job. They are doing an amazing job with him, and we have full confidence on their opinion. And it's for that we stop a little bit and we let them make their job, and after that we'll have the answer. Okay, there are some players like Dragan with like a small problem yesterday, but for sure he will be okay in the next days for sure. Or I think tomorrow he will be ready. And if we take in comparison between the two situations 1 year ago and today, there is no picture at all. Last year was 2nd January. We start with the COVID problems. For the moment, everything is okay. No one is coughing. No one is with fever. No one is anything. Then we are glad to say that for the moment.
No thermometers.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is okay. Then I hope that all the team will be ready for the World Championship.
That night between 1st and 2nd January last year, maybe the toughest night of your career?
I don't know if my career, because okay, we didn't lose any match at this moment, and when you lose a match, especially, okay, I can say when we lost with Tunisian national team the final of the African Championship at home in front of 20,000 people was hard. But I couldn't imagine at this moment how hard the situation will be in the days after. And really, now I can say that 2nd of January 2022 was the beginning of a nightmare of 23 days until we came back from Szeged with, I think at the end was like 22 COVIDs on the team. Even me, I had this COVID. I was leading the team here on the training, sometimes over there, from there, outside of the wall, just from the window. The players were here with a microphone, and okay, was not easy at all, and will be an experience that I will remember always, for sure.
It's nice that you say that, because I think it's important to know like how hard your job was for Serbian handball fans, and now even without like corona problems last time, you didn't have some injured players like now you see Ilija Butović here, etc., etc. And how do you see this team a year on? Because we saw Ilić brothers playing really well in France, Pešbalbek settling even better, like in attacking ways, not just the defensive pivot right now. Pomac start progressing, Jovica Nikolić going to the bigger league, Predrag Vane really playing good and now getting the call. So how do you see progression of this team 1 year on, and like how much, year and a half from your 2 years from your getting to the team?
Yeah, I think I can say that, look, I think that the 2 matches that we play against Slovenia were a clear picture about the possibilities of this team. I think we played a really good match in Slovenia. It was like an offensive match, almost perfect in attack. We won by 3 in Slovenia. This is not easy at all. After that, after just 3 days, after 3 days we beat them again in Kragujevac. It was completely a different match. It was more a defensive match where Ilija, Marca, Dragan, Dejan, they make an amazing job on defense. Okay, and I think that this is the good point of this team. After 2 years, there are many things that at the beginning you need time to implement. Now everything becomes natural and faster. On the trainings, you can. They know each other. We know each other. That means that the idea about how we have to play, the idea about defense, about fast break, about attack is going faster. And this World Championship, I hope that we will see the best version of these 2 years of the national team. Because if it's like this, okay, I think that people will enjoy on the way that this team will be playing.
What would be the best of this team? Like the best in terms of the result and the best in terms of the way of play and the picture on the court?
Look, best result, I cannot tell you. I think that for us the goal should be to be in quarterfinals, because quarterfinals will give you the possibility to play qualification for Olympic Games. And if we arrive there, when we will be there, I hope, after that, at this moment, will be the moment to think in higher goals, okay? But to be in quarterfinals should be, and this is the target that we speak between us, and this is the target that we have in our mind. After that, I'm sure that the people, okay, will enjoy, as I said, how the team will be fighting. Some people ask me, hey, why you accept to go to play on Sweden, or why you go to Sweden to play now 2 friendlies, because Sweden perhaps is the main favorite to take this World Championship. And you know that if you play there, it will be at really 2 tough games. And I said, okay, first because I received a call from Glenn Sorber, his coach, that he was a player in Barcelona, and I met him there. And I was honored that one team like the European champion called us to play some 2 friendlies before the World Championship, because he called me even before that we were qualified, because he called me in February after immediately when they won the European Championship. He called me and said, hey, do you want to come to play? Say, we are not qualified still. We need to fight against Slovenia to be there, and you know that will be difficult. And he said, okay, in any case, I want that you come here. I said, okay, we will come. And I think that when you are playing against the best, is the best way to improve yourself. With all my respect, I prefer to play 2 strong matches with this team than to play 2 easy matches against I don't know which national team that perhaps will not push the player in a difficult situation. We know that will be difficult there, but we are also going focused and convinced that we can do our job there.
You said that you worked with 35 players over the past week.
This is Bogdan.
You worked with 35 players over the past week, and you assembled a B squad to train with your staff. So could you run me through why did you take that decision, and why did you bother to go to the Mediterranean Games, and what did the medal from the Mediterranean Games mean to you, to the federation, to the players, to the team?
Yeah, this was a plan that started already more than 1 year ago. When I arrived here, I said, okay, it's important. I saw that unfortunately we don't have Serbian clubs playing European competition at high level. Okay, they are playing now European Cup. Vojvodina is already involved in the next activity. Partizan was also playing so good. Dinamo also was playing good. Then we hope and I wish that on the future we will have Serbian teams, Serbian clubs playing European League, even Champions League. But meanwhile, until this time arrived, we need to provide our young players as much international competition as possible. And this was the goal from the beginning when we decided that we need to make this second team, or it's not second team, this B team, because like this, you have a group of players that they are ready in case that something happened like COVID, like last year. You have players ready to come with senior team. They know the system, they know the concepts, they know the defense, they know everything, and then it's easier for them to go win the A team. Then this bronze medal in Mediterranean Games, like bronze.
First in 10 years.
Yeah, was the same like for the women national team, was the same like for junior national team. Then we hope that these bronze medals will bring more support for the handball, for the clubs here in Serbia. I hope that this will show to the enterprises and the people who has to invest in the sport that rukomet and handball is growing, is improving, and will provide better conditions, financial conditions, better halls, more money to invest with players, with new coaches, with technology like this, and the developing of the clubs in Serbia will be better, because better clubs in Serbia will means for sure better solution for national team also.
Can you run me through, like, you certainly spoke with players during and after Mediterranean Games. Those were mainly, like, I don't know, 2/3 of the players were from the National League, or like 1/2. I don't know really right now, but their impressions, like, did they feel that they can compete, or did they feel that, like, oh, we are so behind all these players, or?
Look, we took the bronze medal. We won against Tunisia with the A team, full squad. We lost by 4 or 5 goals, I think, against Egypt A team. Then that means that these players are not so far. They realize what it means to be in international level, for sure. But I can tell you that immediately after Mediterranean Games, as we played against Spain in the semi-final, and finally we lost, I think, by 2 or 3 goals, I don't remember exactly, but it was something like this. I remember that many coaches from Spain and some other countries, they call me, say, hey, where is this player playing? Where is this player playing? And they bring the attention from other clubs. And this is the reason also to play this kind of international games. Because when you are playing at this level, many people can take a look on you, put an eye on you, and that means that will be better conditions perhaps for the future for these players. Then I think it's always interesting, and it's always, I will say, positive to be playing these kind of tournaments and these international games.
Can you just quickly run me through our group, like a couple of sentences about each team and what we are facing, and what is our goal in that group? To be first in the group, to collect as many points, or just get through it?
For sure, we want to go to the main round, but we need to go with some points. To go there with 0 points will be almost impossible then to reach the quarterfinals. That means that after this, you have to play 3 matches because you have to play it to get some experience, but the goal of quarterfinals will be impossible. Then if we speak just about each one, Algeria, the problem is that many people can think that Algeria is an easy team to play against because they were the 5th on the last African Championship. But they were the 5th because they lost their main 3 players. Abdi Ayoub, who is playing in Toulouse with Nemanja Ilic, is now in a really good shape. Barkous, who is playing also in professional league in France, and another player, Ben Alima, who was playing also is playing professional league in France. That means that before they thought that was perhaps an easy team to play against. But now we can see that really no, will be difficult match. It's also the first match of the championship. And you know that the first match in championships are always hard. After that, we will face Germany. Germany is like an amazing team. Players from Bundesliga, the best championship in the world. And but we are sure that probably if we are playing on the way that we can play, we can beat them. But it will be a tough game to play. And maybe we toughest. Yes, I think so, because if we want to be in quarterfinal, we need to go to the main round with points, and we can make one mistake. That means that if we make a mistake against Germany or against Qatar, we need to win after for sure Norway, Argentina, Macedonia, or Netherlands. And finally, the last match is against Qatar. That is special for me because we will play against Valero. For me, one of the best coach, or the best coach in the history of handball. And one national team who is working from last August together. That means that in terms of friendly matches, they played few, like us, mostly like us, perhaps some more. But it's clear that they prepared this championship in a long way. From last August, they are working like a national team together. Do you know what that means? That means that they have a lot of trainings, a lot of time working together, and for sure will be a really tough game to play against, and will be a difficult rival to beat.
One last question. One New Year's wish for you personally, and one New Year's wish for this team and Serbian team.
I will start from the second one. The best wish for Serbian handball and for all the people in Serbia will be to be healthy. This, I think, after we learned from last year, if you are healthy, okay, then you can win, you can lose, but at least you are full with full possibilities to do everything. If you are not healthy, nothing will help you, for sure. Then to be healthy. And for me, I will say that it's a sharing wish with all the team, just to have the possibility to fight with 100% of our possibilities. This is what I want. This is what I want. We can lose, we can win, but what I want is to have all the players healthy and to have the possibility to fight with all the tools that we have on the next World Championship.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.